That is the hardest part of that ring.
For the hardest part of the ring.
Hello, everybody, welcome to the hardest part of the ring.
Hello and welcome to episode number 16 of Hardest Part of the Ring, the podcast where four friends get together to discuss the wonder of professional wrestling. My name is Adam, and once again I'm joined by three Hardest Part of the Ring Hall of Famers. We've got Sam.
Hello.
John.
Hello.
And Brett.
Hello.
Brett, stop pointing at the WrestleMania song.
I'm going.
You got a travel package?
No.
Nobody can afford that.
No.
Now, sadly, we are not recording this in my kitchen, as expected on the last podcast. We were supposed to get together on Monday to watch it at my house, but my daughter got chickenpox and I've just been housebound. So you three all got together at Sam's. Did you have a lovely time?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, I felt like someone was missing Adam.
Yeah, good.
It wasn't that badly missed. I mean,
So this is our Royal Rumble review podcast, because we would be crazy not to have a quick chat about the big talking points from NXT Takeover.
Or would we?
Well, yeah. It's been a busy few days, and Sam, you didn't watch it, did you?
I hate to say this, I don't even know who was on the card for Takeover. So this is going to be a fun surprise for me.
it was another great
that was
takeover.
It was indeed.
Yeah.
We'll just go through it quickly. First of all, Paul Heyman did the opening promo, so immediately I got fired up, the opening video. The first match was Undisputed Era versus Authors of Pain. Undisputed Era retained the tag titles.
I loved the finish of that match because it kind of looked like they botched
Yeah.
the Super Collider, but it just then there was a roll up. It just worked really well. I think it was awesome.
The Super Collider is the powerbomb finisher, isn't it?
Yeah, where they
Yes.
touch.
That's such a shit finisher.
I quite like
Yeah,
it.
the
I
shit
think it's all
finisher
right.
where they
Really?
almost killed someone.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a bit tame since that near death.
Was that when they
had?
they did it on top of one another, didn't they? Who did they do that to?
Yeah.
Was it TM?
Like,
I think it was
they were...
TM61.
Yeah, was it them?
No, it was some unknowns that they'd put together. I don't know whether they were just jobbers or whether they were, trainees that are going to obviously in time come up to have a gimmick. But
Now they're dead.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're probably not
And now
wrestling
they'll
anymore.
wrestle no more.
Yeah. That's enough for me, guys. I'm out.
Yeah. After that match, we had Velveteen Dream against Cassius Ohno. Velveteen Dream won that. I thought it was an okay match. It was a bit slow. There were a few Velveteen Dream struggled to deal with Cassius's size, didn't he? A little bit, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some... it looked like they'd set up some great spots, but they didn't quite execute them like that cleanly.
Yeah.
It looked a little bit clunky at points, but I love Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, I love
amazing.
Cassius Ohno. I feel like they've really built him up over the last few weeks as well. I was a bit surprised he lost.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Cassius Ohno for a few weeks. He always reminds me of someone who'd be like dressed as like a PE teacher or someone. Is that a bit harsh on him?
A bit harsh. He looked like a big sort of bumblebee, his black and yellow outfit today.
Yeah, they've given him
Sunday,
the NXT branded like black and yellow outfit now with a slogan on rather than the NBA jerseys with his name on.
Yeah. After that, we had the women's title match, Ember Moon against Shayna Baszler. Ember Moon retained. Another strange thing, I think it's fair to say that Shayna is quite limited in terms of her sort of in-ring ability. Do you think it was just submissions?
Very much, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was very good in the Mae Young Classic. Is that not shown
She was.
through?
She's got some strikes, but she didn't really show it in this match, did she?
No.
It was a weird match. Like the whole second half of the match was submissions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think she quite knows how to... Well, she does know how to, but I think she's still trying to work out how to make it look real, but without it actually being real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
because that really long like armbar segment
But saying that,
that went on for ages.
like with the first match, I really loved the finish to this match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Like, yeah, I really popped for it. I thought it was great. Morello went mental. So, like, Baszler had Moon in, like, armbar for ages, and Moon kept sort of escaping it and sort of moving her weight around for what felt like 20 minutes. And then she finally sort of rolled her up into, like, a pin and managed to get, like, a sneaky win.
A roll-up?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like a constant theme across a lot of...
Yeah, there were a lot of roll-ups this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we had a highly anticipated match again between Aleister Black and Adam Cole. Great match. Loads of blood. Wasn't there so much blood from? I think...
Yeah, didn't he cut his thumb or something?
Yeah.
I had to go back to see, and I couldn't actually see where it happened. I figured it was where he was putting the table up.
That's what I thought. I thought he caught it on the table, and it was just pouring
really
out.
innocuous.
They had to put one of those finger condoms on him, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, basically, the blood was dripping off his hand, and it was all over everywhere, and it was getting all over Aleister Black as well. Every time he was grabbing hold of him or punching him, it was just like splatting over him.
Is this an Adam Cole thing, like just hardcore matches, or like?
Yeah. Well, this was a no DQ match.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And there were a lot of spots in this match where it felt like they'd shortened their careers substantially.
Oh my god!
Sweet.
Yeah, there was a bit where Cole got chucked onto the pair of back-to-back chairs.
Oh yeah.
And the
That
slow mo,
was brutal.
it looked so nasty.
That looks so painful.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was one of those setups that you thought they're going to set it up and tease it, but it's not actually going to happen.
No,
Like it won't get used, and then it did.
It did. And then you had a run-in from Undisputed Era from Fish and O'Reilly, and then a run-in from Sanity, and that was dealt with well. It wasn't overbooked, didn't take too long.
what I really liked about this match was like it was really brutal throughout, but it kind of built to the brutality. They didn't go straight into it. Like it all felt very measured, and the brutality sort of worked within the match. It's really well put together.
It wasn't like where loads of weapons are strewn everywhere or anything either, was it? It was like they had to go find them and get them, and so it did build up, and it started off as a good match. And
I like that initially Black was sort of reluctant to use any weapons, which is kind of what you would expect from him. He's more of a purist.
Yeah, he doesn't need them, that's why.
Yeah.
No.
He is a weapon.
He is a massive weapon.
We did get my most infuriating chant during this match as well. The EC dub chant. Ugh.
Is that your most hated chant?
In wrestling, certainly.
I mean, I still hate the "You've Still Got It" one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
When
that
they
can be
clearly
quite
haven't.
charming.
I think it's quite condescending.
Yeah.
Also, this match had a "This is awesome" before it started, which also bugs me.
Yeah. I don't think we like wrestling chants.
No. So that finished with a black mass from Aleister Black, of course, to beat Adam Cole, which I was very happy about. And then we went into the main event, which was the NXT men's title match between Andrade Cien Almas and Johnny Gargano. And again, wow. It's a 32-minute match.
Was it really that long? God, I didn't feel it at all.
No.
Well, I mean, I was looking on the network, sort of looking ahead to see how much longer we had left. And I saw, as they were sort of announcing the wrestlers, there was about 45 minutes. I was like, God, well, I saw that and thought Ciampa is getting involved. And that did sort of mean that for the last sort of third of the match, I was thinking, when's he going to run out? But it was quite nice the way that he didn't. And in fact, he only came out after the match was over. This must be weird for you, Sam.
Yeah. I'm shocked that Ciampa's back. I didn't realise.
Well, I don't think he's back. He was still didn't look. He was still wearing a big leg brace and wasn't moving very freely.
He's got a massive beard now.
Great T-shirt as well. Did you see the T-shirt?
Yeah. He's got like an Eric Rowan style beard.
I mean, I'm still got a broken heart from their breakup. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably best you didn't see him, to be honest. You'd probably still be crying. This has got all sorts of 5-star reviews, and there's so much to go into about it.
Johnny Gargano is probably the best loser there is.
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't win this as well. I feel like it needs a few more losses for Gargano before he gets the belt.
Yeah. There was also, Sam, just quickly, there was a great moment where Candice came in
Yes.
and saved Man from getting a outside beating from Vega.
Amazing. Oh,
Yeah, that was a great moment as well.
this sounds awesome.
really
I think
was.
I'm going to have to sit back and watch this.
Yeah, if you just go and watch the last 2 matches, you will have a wonderful time. I mean, the whole thing is worth watching. But
I feel bad that I missed a takeover because they're always like top events. They're always better than the actual WWE main pay-per-view of the weekend. But
Oh yeah, easily. It's the best wrestling show WWE put on NXT.
you put on like 12 hours of wrestling over a weekend, and not everything can be watched.
no. Cool. Well, that was our little chat about NXT Takeover. We will talk about the Royal Rumble after this.
Oh, face first into the apron of the ring. There's very little padding there. A dangerous area. It's not wrestler friendly, I can tell you.
Royal Rumble 2018 then. It was held at the Wells Fargo Centre in Philadelphia, the 31st annual Royal Rumble. I'm going to go straight off the bat, guys, and give you a question for podcast points.
Oh crap!
And the answer is not Kane.
Who is the big red man who wears a mask?
I want you to tell me, I mean, you're probably going to have to guess at this unless you've got amazing knowledge, but can you tell me the most superstars in the ring at any one time in a Rumble, and also what year?
Oh my God, Adam, were you listening in on our
Telepathic.
conversation?
That's weird.
Why?
What? So this was actually a conversation we had whilst round mine?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mad.
Did any of us actually look it up though? 'Cause
No.
I didn't.
No,
Oh. Okay,
We're not
well, that's quite
diligent
cool.
like that.
Right, I'm gonna
So you got to guess a number of
jump in
people
with 15.
Okay, and what year?
Oh, I have to get the year as well.
Yeah, it's 2 points are up for grabs.
Oh, I know. How long's this been going?
Adam,
2000.
what year did Alberto Del Rio win?
But don't switch it on me.
That's a really important
like
question because
this.
that was the year
Turn
they
the
put 40
tables.
men in the Rumble.
I know, but this
40?
is not my time to answer questions, Sam.
I mean,
not in
everyone
question
needs a
mode.
podcast point.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Fine. 15 in 2013.
I'm
Okay.
going to go 22 in
Ooh.
1998.
The year 2009,
Oh.
when Big Show entered at number 30.
Oh God!
He was.
Just
He
imagine
was
how
greeted.
disappointed people were.
He was greeted by 14 other superstars, so there were 15.
Yeah, well, okay.
Ah.
I was only
Do we
4
get a
years
point
off.
for the number?
Yeah, so Sam and Brett can both have a point each because I didn't say it was first one to answer. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
suck it, John. Have some of that.
Get in.
No, I don't
Yeah.
need podcast points. That's so 2017.
Well done. So let's fly through the pre-show. We didn't watch it, did we? Did you guys watch it?
We skimmed through it.
We
Skimmed
sort
through
of,
it.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so started off with a 6-man cruiserweight tag team match. Obviously, this was supposed to be the cruiserweight title match, but that didn't happen. Grand Metalik, Lince Dorado, and Kalisto beat TJP, Drew Gulak, and Jack Gallagher.
Forgot most of these wrestlers are still with WWE.
Yeah. We then had Gallows and Anderson versus The Revival. The Revival won that one. And then the US title open challenge from Bobby Roode. Out came Mojo and lost. So Bobby Roode retained. And that was that.
Yeah.
On to the main Rumble. That kicked off with a 2-on-1 handicap match for the WWE Championship. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens took on AJ Styles. My first thought on this was that Kevin Owens, I mean, who knows if he's actually got the injury, but he won't have been happy opening the show again after seeing a bit of his 24 doc when he talked about opening WrestleMania and how gutted he was and how hard he is on himself.
But they love opening with AJ Styles, and
Yeah.
that's changed its importance, I think. Like, they really love him kicking it off with a bit of a spectacular match.
I mean, how disappointed can you be if you're only fighting for the WWE Championship?
Yeah,
Against AJ Styles as well.
I guess the fact that it's a title match does boost the reputation of that match. But honestly, if you see, I couldn't believe how hard he was on himself. He's just like, as far as he's concerned, if he's not headlining every show he's on, then it's not good enough.
Oh, good. That's good ambition.
Yeah.
Good luck with that at WWE, though.
Yeah. I mean, the opening match,
No matter how good you are.
the opening match on most WWE pay-per-views is usually the best match on the card.
Oh, I don't know about that.
They always like to start hot, don't they?
Yeah, definitely of more recent times, I think.
It was weird not seeing the Usos open a show for once.
Yeah.
Really good match, though. Really good. Just
Yeah.
kind of good storytelling, decent wrestling. It felt like the match that we deserved to get with AJ Styles and Kevin Owens after the debacle they had with the US title a few months ago.
Yeah, you just don't really get poor AJ matches, do you? Even his poor ones are still decent matches.
Yeah.
I actually thought this dragged a bit. I wasn't really into this match that much.
Oh, really?
It's probably because you were spending time with Brett and Sam. Everything drags.
Yeah, man. I was just looking at my phone, checking Twitter.
I wasn't there to sort of speed things up and, add a bit of excitement to the atmosphere. So I'm sorry about that, John.
No, that's all right, Adam. I understand.
Yeah.
You got the kayfabe, daughter of the illness.
Yeah.
People no longer invited round my house, John.
Result. That worked well.
Just me then.
So AJ won and retained the championship with a roll up on Kevin Owens.
Roll up.
I must say, I was pleasantly surprised that there was no involvement from Daniel Bryan or Shane O'Mac. I was expecting that. Like, they weren't even there. I mean, obviously they were there afterwards, but they weren't ringside, which I was expecting.
Skipping ahead a little bit, the promo with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn and Shane O'Mac later was really good just because of the way it cut.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
With the
timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
that
scream at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. Yeah. That was hilarious. So second match was the 2 out of 3 falls match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship between Benjamin and Gable and the Usos. Once again, the Usos just brilliant on the mic as they walk down to the ring.
Yeah.
Do you remember the last time you saw a 2 out of 3 falls match where a team won 2-0?
No.
Or a 2 out of 3 falls match where we totally forgot it was a 2 out of 3 falls match because there were no falls.
Yeah, no, honestly, you're right, Sam. I was thinking, here we go. One team gets an early fall, another team equalises, and then we'll see where it goes. But that's totally not what happened, and that was nice, refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what I really liked in this match was the swap between Jimmy and Jay when they pinned the wrong guy.
Yeah, the old classic twin swap.
I think they did that really well because that wasn't like a kind of quick swap places with me. That was literally they were both just knocked out and they were like, oh shit, which Samoan is which? And then just kind of, yeah. Yeah,
it was good. Gable, another strong performance from Gable. Perfect moonsault.
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah. I love both these guys, like Gable and Benjamin. I don't know if I want them to be solo again because I kind of feel they'll probably just get lost.
I want Gable to have a solo career. I think Gable would do
I want
really
him to,
well.
but I just don't know whether
he will. Will they push him though?
Yeah.
I think that's the worry. He might be one of these great people that gets a bit lost in the shuffle.
I mean, what annoys me is that he has the ability on the mic and the ability in the ring. So just give him a chance, and he could do amazing things.
Yeah,
he's small, isn't he? Though obviously he's built, but he's short and small. So
but that like people. Suplex roll suplex spot.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So a cool match. Enjoyed that.
Yeah.
We then had, I mean, it's got to be. I wrote down a load of stats here, and then I realised that they gave out all of those stats before the match.
That they play every year.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they are good stats. I'm a big fan of those. But this has got to be my favourite wrestling match of the year. The Rumble, the actual Rumble match. Since I was a kid, it's just so exciting. You're just getting surprised every
100%. It's between this and the table ladders and not the table, the Money in the Bank ladder match. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
I think this is the best one.
Every 90 seconds, you're on the edge of your seat, ready to get excited. And thank God, unlike last year, we didn't get trolled and we weren't left disappointed. I don't think. I
think this was the best Royal Rumble they've had in years.
It was a great Rumble. We did get slightly trolled because I think we got to the 20s and we still hadn't had Cena, Reigns or Orton.
Yeah, that's true. But at least Reigns didn't come out at 30.
Was it?
No.
28?
Poor Dolph did.
Yeah, 28, but you know.
I read an amazing stat about this Rumble, which is that the founders of the Bullet Club, Los Ingobernables, and Chaos were all in the ring at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor, and Andrade Cien Almas.
That is cool. That is really cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That's a cool fact.
Thank
Nice.
you, Reddit.
I will run through who came in and when, but we can do it kind of quickly, and then obviously just give us a shout if there's anything in particular that you
what
like.
we need to do is, Adam, you run through the 30,
Yeah,
and we're just going to blurt opinions at you.
yeah. Try and keep it to a couple of words.
Okay.
See how it goes, or maybe one word.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Let's do
That's
it.
ridiculous. Okay, Rusev.
Day.
Rusev Day.
Over.
That's two. That's two
Amazing.
words, Sam. Finn Balor
Great jacket.
Doing really well.
Right.
doing
Marathon
really
man.
well.
I think he had an incredible Rumble, actually. He was in that ring for ages, and
Yeah, like almost a duration, wasn't it?
he played
Yeah.
the Jericho role, and he did a brilliant
Yeah,
job.
I think he was actually like more active throughout the match though, that rather than Jericho's like sitting
Yeah.
outside the ring hiding for
Yeah,
ages.
no, he was in that final four, and he's sprinting around the ring. He did brilliantly.
Who
yeah.
eliminated him? Does anyone remember? I bet.
I think it
John
might have been
Cena.
Cena.
It was
Yeah.
John Cena. He was
Remember?
he was in there for 57 minutes 30 seconds,
Not bad.
and
Not
that
bad.
is, I think that's huge for him. I think it's showing that they're willing to put him on the main stage again.
And then what happened at Raw?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, just quickly, were you having a discussion, Adam? Finn Balor, is he turning heel?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's going to now.
Yeah.
After Raw as well. Like he's definitely got to turn heel.
Good. I want heel Balor.
He's going to turn heel and go back to Japan. That's what he's going to do.
He's got to stop off at 205 Live first.
God. Okay. Number 3, Rhino.
Wide.
Square. He is a square man. He's like
Thick
SpongeBob,
man.
isn't he?
He looks like a thwomp from Mario.
Yeah. Number 4, Baron Corbin.
Boo.
He did the slide out of the ring.
Yeah.
Oh
did,
my god, I
yeah.
loved that. He did it
He
so early.
even fucking got it in the Rumble.
Did it? They
Yeah.
got eliminated.
Yeah.
He did that thing where, like I was saying, they made him look strong just to make him look ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then they made him look strong again afterwards, though. I'll give him that due.
His storm out was incredible.
Yeah.
He did a
I
really
agree.
good job.
He has a great tantrum in him.
Yeah.
I thought that worked really well for him. He came off looking strong again. It just fit his character. So he came in, he eliminated Rhino,
Yeah.
and then immediately Balor eliminated him. And then Corbin attacked Balor and Rusev, and it was
Yeah.
brilliant. Yeah,
He's got a bit of the Christians about him. He's got a good temper tantrum.
yeah, he has. And then before he left, he walked up the ramp, and number 5, Heath Slater comes out, and Corbin clothesline it.
Man of the match, Heath Slater.
Yeah.
He was very good.
And
Best
then
story of the Rumble.
at that stage, everybody was down, which was brilliant because then Elias could come out with his guitar and actually sing a song. It was so good, the start. I
Great
thought.
booking,
Yeah.
WWE. You smashed it.
They really did.
Guys, I think this might be, if we had a sort of hypeometer of all our podcasts, all the pay-per-views we've done, this might be the most enthusiastic we've ever been.
I can't believe they
think?
got it right. Yeah.
They've nailed it, and it's just so exciting.
You're always really like excited, like you said, for the Rumble. Like, and often it doesn't necessarily deliver, especially if it doesn't have like the right surprise entrance.
Yeah.
And last year it was quite a mega disappointment, I think.
Oh, God,
I
yeah.
remember. So this was definitely a surprise. Like, just that they nailed like the storylines, the comedy storylines, and the
Everything. Everything.
Got it.
And then number 7, we get our first sort of surprise with Andrade Almas coming out.
Yeah, that's nice.
Fantastic.
I loved that. I popped big for that. I really did.
Yeah.
Great to see him with the belt. And to think, a year ago, a lot of people liked Almas, but I wasn't that fast. And to think that he's now the NXT champ and he's coming down into the Rumble and people are genuinely excited about that is just great.
Yeah.
He's come along massively since Selena Vega came along, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he lost that like weird dance hall outfit that he came
Yeah.
out
He
With a
looked
white
a bit like
hat,
a strange
yeah.
80s pimp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Always
bad.
ditch the hat. It's a good move to ditch the hat. Bray Wyatt came out at number 8 and I was even okay with that because I was in such a good mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was quite funny him coming down and obviously them dimming the lights except for the ring because obviously they had to let everybody else see each other. Number 9, Big E.
Yep.
It's always disappointing when you get one of a tag team out, isn't it? Because you're like, oh, okay,
Absolutely.
I've got another one of the
fully
tag
agree.
team to come in instead later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And then again, I think they did this brilliantly. Number 10, I was thinking, is it going to be Ty? He hasn't really featured much. And then it was. I was like, oh, okay. And then he's getting beaten up by Owens and Zayn.
Great booking.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice to see the music and them like reference the Perfect 10 stuff and then be like, actually, no, we're going to put something proper in the Rumble.
Yeah, and a great way for one of those guys
Yeah.
to get into it.
And it was a good promo as well between the two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, I was expecting Kevin Owens to make an appearance in another spot, but it didn't happen.
If the rumours are true about his injury, then I guess that explains it.
Right, yeah.
So that was the first third. And yeah, I was just like, wow, this is going well. And yeah, next was number 11, Sheamus, and again wasn't disappointed about that because he was eliminated immediately by Heath
Is it
Slater.
the shortest?
They didn't say anything about that.
No.
I thought that too.
I think the shortest is 3 seconds, isn't it?
No, it's like less than a second.
Yeah,
I think it might have been Santino Marella.
Santino Marella.
Yeah, Santino Marella.
But yeah, no, it was a really good payoff to that whole kind of Heath Slater bit they were doing.
Yes.
yeah. And the bit I loved about that was the fact that they said, oh, and Slater's eliminated Sheamus on his birthday. And then Corey Graves goes, Sheamus's birthday's on Rusev Day? That's so good. Graves was perfect
He
again
was killing
throughout. Yeah,
Was Rusev the most over person of the night? I think he might have been.
probably, because
Yeah.
those Rusev Day chants were going on forever.
Yeah.
And obviously later on when Lana came out in the Women's Rumble, they went on again. So, yeah. As John said, when somebody's tag team's music hits, you sort of feel slightly deflated, and we had that a bit at number 12 when Xavier Woods came out. Only his second Royal Rumble, which I was surprised
Really?
about. Yeah. Number 13, probably the first sort of meh moment when Apollo Crews comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor old Apollo
Yeah.
Crews.
That was definitely our reaction as well.
Number 14, I mean, it was Nakamura. He was everyone's pick, wasn't he, to win it?
Yeah, we did some little predictions
Yes.
beforehand, and both me and
Yeah.
Brett picked Nakamura.
Who did you pick, Sam?
Okay, so hear me out on this. I didn't expect the men's Royal Rumble to be the third match on the card. I thought it might be at the end or second last match. I thought the Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Kane fight might come first. So then I had this, I'm going to call it a brain fart, that Brock Lesnar was going to drop the title
Oh, God.
and then he was going to enter the Rumble and win it, and then, I don't know, through some machination, Roman Reigns would find his way to the title, and then they'd do like a kind of Reigns versus Lesnar, but the other way round, where Reigns would be champion. It doesn't make sense.
I'd say that's ridiculous, but this is WWE, so
Yeah.
that could well have happened, but it didn't. Nakamura came out, got a massive pop, and then immediately eliminated Sami Zayn. Number 15 was Cesaro,
What's the point?
and then number 16 we had Rumble favourite Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In there to do his spot.
not sure this one was that good.
No. The
Well, I mean, they're
pancakes.
running out of things he can do, aren't they?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost like they should stop entering him for a joke.
Yeah, and let's face it, the way that he exited the ring wasn't great, but the way he got back in was great. Don't you
Sure.
think? The way they sort of popped him up in the air?
Yeah, he
I
got
think
some
the thing is-
serious air on that.
Yeah.
But
That's what happens when Big E chucks you around.
it doesn't compare to his previous ones, though, does it? It's no like handstand walk or long jump or.
No, but he's run out of ideas, I guess.
Yeah.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Fine.
Yeah, I did. After Kingston came in, Cesaro eliminated Apollo Crews, and then number 17 was Jinder Mahal, who was Jerry Lawler's pick. We haven't mentioned if Jerry Lawler was on the mic.
Oh yeah.
Why did they get Jerry Lawler on for this? Does anyone know? Is there any reason?
I have a theory that he thought he was invited to call the Women's Rumble.
Yeah.
Is that why he went for no shirt under his jacket?
Exactly.
Jinder came in and eliminated Xavier Woods. Then he eliminated Big E. And then we had number 18, Seth Rollins, come in with his brand new flamey tights.
Yeah, we didn't
Yes.
didn't like those. Did not
not
like
good
the
look.
tights.
No.
No, I'm not so sure.
We were also surprised to see those guys who were going to have a match in the Rumble.
Yeah, that was
The
weird.
fact that
It was really weird.
especially how long Rollins stayed in. It was like, you got another match.
Well, again, they pointed out that this was Seth Rollins, only his second Rumble as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a
Wow.
surprise.
That makes
Yeah.
sense because he would probably have like a match, wouldn't he? Like a singles match.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tagging
Or
of the
long
Shield.
injury.
Yeah, long
So the
injury.
2 Rumbles he's been eliminated both times by Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
Ooh, fact.
mad. Rollins came in and eliminated Cesaro, which was obviously nice for the narrative with the tag team stuff.
Yeah, Rollins put in a shift in this Rumble.
Yeah, the whole pay per view because he put in a lot of work in the tag
Yeah.
match as well.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Considering Jason Jordan did not turn up in the Rumble.
Yes, or in the match actually.
Yeah. Or in the match. He was so fresh.
After that, Kofi eliminated Jinder with a kick, which was a bit... I mean, that was one of the sort of... It was quite
Yeah,
lame, wasn't
Jinder
it?
had to take a couple of steps and sort of jump over, didn't he?
Chuck himself
There were
over.
a few of these funny eliminations, especially in the
Yeah.
Women's Rumble as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there were some sketchy
You're always going to get them. You
leaps.
can't avoid it, unfortunately. Then Andrade Almas eliminated Kofi, and I was thinking, this is good. Almas is getting a decent run here. Number 19 was Matt Hardy. I thought this, again, was more cool narrative, the way he came in, had the stare down with Bray, and then they decided to team up to eliminate Rusev.
For about
Yeah, and
12
then they
seconds,
ruined it.
I was like, yeah, tag team, let's do it, guys. Come on.
Yeah, me too.
Sounds
And then they
like
eliminated
beautiful.
each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine how crazy those two could go with ideas.
I'm
and
not sure if they'd
creative.
work as a tag team because I think it would just
Is that too much?
Yeah,
Probably.
They're too much on their own. Like,
Stop.
putting them together is
Yeah.
just...
it's just to make
They'd
it
just
a
be
mess.
laughing at each other. It'd just be like their promos would just be laughter.
I mean, I'm
for half
fine
an
with
hour.
that. Like, they
Yeah,
both come
I would enjoy the
from,
promos.
Oh god,
They
the
both come
promos
from
would be
tag team
awful.
backgrounds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it could work.
But I just thought that was fun. They dealt
Yeah.
with that fun. It was short and sweet. Number 20, John Cena. Everybody jumped on him straight away, which was funny.
I quite like that. It's quite nice, sort of almost like passing the torch, wasn't it? Because it was all the young guys.
Yeah.
At that point.
And Cena eliminated Elias. And then number 21 was the Hurricane.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through.
So I think he last appeared in 2010. I wasn't
Wow,
watching
that
then.
long.
I don't really know much about him, but Sam, you seem to know a bit. on what's
Yeah,
happening.
right. So my recollection of the Hurricane was he was a WCW wrestler who came over kind of in the invasion package sort of things. He's kind of quite a short wrestler, jobber, but he had a finisher of basically doing a lot of different stuff like heroic strength. So one of his moves would be like the choke slam. I remember vividly when he was wrestling against The Undertaker and Kane when those guys were a tag team and he tried to choke slam both of them. Didn't
Big
go
mistake.
too well.
Yeah.
But he then teamed up with Rosie from 3 Minute Warning and Mighty Molly, and they made a little superhero team. It was cute.
Cool. I mean, but
Had a bad finisher.
how did you guys react when he came out?
Meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, yeah, that's cool. It's the Hurricane. I don't know, it's about as excited as you'd be in 20 years' time if, I don't know, fucking Bray Wyatt rocked up and was just like, hey,
Apollo
guys,
Crews,
I'm
mate.
entering.
It'd be Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds.
I
like
was
it's
just
more
going
of
to
a cruise.
say, sorry to Apollo Crews, but to be fair, I probably was more excited when I saw the Hurricane than when I saw Apollo Crews
I mean,
Yeah,
running out to the ring.
does he have any links to Philadelphia or anything like that?
I guess
Which
he must
could
do. He's
explain
probably
it.
from there.
Yeah. But he did get eliminated straight away, didn't he, by Cena? I saw before
Yeah.
before number 22, Aiden English came out. Obviously happy to
Cool.
see him.
Yeah.
And then number 23, another big pop, a heavily strapped up Adam Cole came out.
Yeah.
Adam
Oh, yeah.
Cole, baby.
Yeah, it was nice to see him in the Rumble, wasn't it? He definitely fits
No, yeah.
with
Yeah.
those big stars.
He's going to be massive.
There was definitely some talent in this Rumble, like the quality of some of the guys that were in it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a point in this Rumble where it was just like absolute top superstars in there. Just before
Yeah.
Randy Orton came out. I think.
Yeah, which was now, because number 24 was Randy Orton. And he eliminated Almas, unfortunately.
Dickhead.
Number 25 was the other half of Titus Worldwide. My second biggest meh. In fact, on an equal footing with Apollo Crews. Titus
Worse
O'Neil.
than Apollo Crews.
Yeah, worse.
Yeah, definitely worse.
Well, I just feel nothing about both of them. So, can you get worse than nothing?
Yeah, Randy Orton is
Yeah.
probably worse.
Apollo Crews is so like athletic and skilled. Like
Yeah.
he really should have some moments to shine in a Rumble.
Yeah.
Like to try and elevate what he doesn't have in general in the WWE.
Do you guys remember when WWE did like a win a trip with Titus O'Neil to Disneyland prize for something?
Yeah,
No.
vaguely.
Could you imagine anything worse?
You don't have to hang out with him.
It'd somehow injure you as well, I reckon.
Yeah.
Number 26 was The Miz, who I'd sort of forgotten was going to feature, but was happy to hear his music. And then 27 was this. I mean, I imagine this was a massive pop for you guys when Rey
Yes.
Mysterio
Oh
came
yes.
Huge.
Great.
Yeah.
out. John, you're a massive fan. Did you?
Yeah, I was so
cry tears of
excited.
joy?
Not tears, but I was very excited. I was completely surprised as well. I kind of avoided any sort of rumours stuff before the Rumble.
Yeah, me too, on purpose.
I remember there was a lot of talk last year about he might turn up, but I didn't expect it at all because I thought he'd signed for Impact, but apparently not.
He was looking absolutely
fantastic.
fantastic.
Phenomenal
I was going to
condition.
say, is it not nice like seeing a bit of a legend rock up and not only look like in great shape, but also
Amazing shape.
But yeah, amazing shape and also like seamless in his actual. I mean, I know he's been wrestling on the indie scene, so
Yeah.
shouldn't be too much of a surprise. But like, no ring rust or anything, just
He's
top quality.
He's wrestling Zach Gibson this Thursday somewhere.
Oh,
in
really?
England, one of the indies, one of the smaller ones. So that got me thinking, because obviously there were some rumours that he was going to be the new 205 Live GM. But I guess that, I don't know, maybe he
think
could do
he's-
that and then fly over to England. Who knows?
I think he's just too active to be the GM for it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're probably right, actually.
I think he can still wrestle. I'd see him on the main roster.
I mean, I'd be sad to see him as 205 Live champion, although maybe it could bring credibility to the brand.
Oh yeah, I
they'd have to offer him a lot of money to do that.
I
wouldn't
do
they?
not want to see Rey Mysterio in 205 Live.
No, what a waste.
But I mean, let's be honest, if he was wrestling WWE full time, he would more or less definitely end up there.
No, it's such a big name, former champion. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. Number 28 was Roman Reigns, and I was happy. I was happy because it meant that he wasn't 30.
I guess.
Because I don't know about you guys. Yeah, I will bring this up now. But my only disappointment, and maybe this is just because I'm a silly English fan, but I was expecting to see Pete Dunne. Were you?
Yeah, in fact,
yeah,
Pete
I was
Dunne-
expecting to see them.
and Bobby Roode, both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was wanting to see Pete Dunne. It kind of makes sense. He's a champ. He's over there anyway because he was over there for the pre-show picking up his award for the match of the year on NXT. Sorry, that was for the pre-show for Takeover. And
Yeah.
I just it makes sense.
Actually, he didn't wrestle at all, though, did he?
No.
No.
So,
No, which is like, what a waste.
So he's flown all the way out there, and
Yeah.
it seems to me that he could easily have taken a couple of the spots there. But yeah, wasn't to be. I mean, we had a question from Duncan Price, Dastardly Duncan, on Twitter. 2 parts. The first part we'll get to at the end because it talks about the winners. But he said, why put someone like the Hurricane in there when you could have put in a Pete Dunne to gauge fan reaction and size him up?
Just quickly, I would cut Titus O'Neil before I'd cut the Hurricane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess
I'm with Sam
they
there.
have to keep him happy. Do they? I don't know.
Did they?
Do they? But anyway, it was a weird decision. I would have loved to have seen him, but maybe next year at the Rumble. 29, biggest pop, Sam?
Gold Dust.
Goldust's 12th appearance in a Royal Rumble.
Amazing.
It's the most, is it? Is it the most? Did he go into the
Didn't they say it was tied?
tide?
He's trying to get into that promo video for next year.
Because it did seem a weird person to come out at number
Yeah.
29, I'll be honest.
But no weirder than number 30.
Yes.
Yeah,
The total non-entrance,
Dolph Ziggler.
non-reaction.
Yeah,
Dolph
that
Ziggler.
was-
It's like, oh, Dolph Ziggler's back already.
So having him drop a title and like just completely leave WWE.
Storm off.
It was like here's a real long run up to a very massive fall on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just no reaction, no pop.
It's
He
almost as
didn't
if
do
WWE
anything.
are trying to get him to leave.
They're
Yeah.
doing such a good job.
Yeah, they're like, come on, Dolph, just go. We don't want you here. Look, we're deliberately giving you all this shit, and you still turn up every fucking day.
very strange. Anyway, what we didn't mention is that Roman Reigns, when he came in, he eliminated Titus. Then Reigns and Rollins eliminated The Miz, and then Reigns eliminated Rollins, and they had the little smile between them, which was nice. Which I was
Yeah.
relieved about, rather than it looking like they were going to then.
They did that
Yeah,
exact
go
same thing
against
when
each
he
other.
eliminated him last time.
Okay. Then we were left when Ziggler came in. He eliminated Goldust. Who eliminated Ziggler? Can you remember?
No.
No,
Ziggler eliminated himself around about 3 or 4 years ago. Turn up to work.
Boom. Very nicely done. But at one stage we were left with the final 6, which was Randy Orton, John Cena and Rey Mysterio against Roman Reigns. Sorry, not against, even though they did stand off against each other, didn't they? With Roman Reigns, Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura.
An amazing segment that was, when all 3 of them were standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Proper old guard v new.
yeah, exactly. Mysterio pulling out a couple of 619s from the double 619 and looking great.
yeah, lovely to see.
Yep.
Reigns eliminated
Yeah.
Orton, then Balor eliminated Mysterio. And we were left with a massive final 4 of Reigns, Cena, Nakamura and Balor.
Yeah.
4
And then we're
massive names.
totally fearful of Reigns winning
Yeah.
at this point.
course.
I've got to be honest, I was mostly relieved after Orton went.
Yeah. Reigns and Cena had a face-off, and we got the "You both suck" chants, which was great.
Yeah.
A couple of swing blades from Balor, the double stomp. That double stomp on Nakamura's, it was like it was on his throat, wasn't
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
that was
Almost killed him, didn't he?
brutal.
Like, that must hurt
it? Yeah.
quite a lot.
I
Yeah.
don't know how you can avoid that hurting. Cena eliminated Balor after 57 minutes, as we said earlier. Nakamura eliminated Cena with the Kinshasa. So we then had Nakamura and Reigns.
That was a great elimination on Cena, by the way.
What do you think about Cole continuing to refer to Nakamura as Shin?
Stop it. Just stop it, Michael Cole.
Yeah. And eventually, Nakamura won.
Nakamura won.
Yeah.
We called it, but amazing. An amazing moment.
Yeah, just the right
was.
man won the Rumble.
Yeah, his time has come after... I mean, when did he get called up? Months and months ago.
Oh god, he had his own pay-per-view,
Yeah.
didn't he? Backlash
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, that lovely match against Dolph. Such a slow... I mean, was this their plan? Slow build?
Yes. Let's go with yes.
Whatever the reason, it's good to see Nakamura getting, the chances and the opportunities. I hope,
Yeah.
that continues.
Yeah.
And it sets up the dream match for WrestleMania.
Yeah. Let's hope they don't.
Drop the belt to Randy Orton.
Or John Cena.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope not. I really hope not.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Just beforehand. Oh, that would be
Would be.
awful.
That was the Rumble, and we won't bother sort of waxing lyrical about it for too much longer, because I think it's pretty clear that we all really enjoyed it.
Good Rumble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Great
good fun.
Rumble.
excellent Rumble, I think.
Yes, agreed.
We had a comment about the Rumble from old Mr. Beerface on Twitter, who had a couple of comments. He said it was a bit sad Owens wasn't in the Rumble. He's amazing and should be in everything. They need to ditch the Cammy stuff now. KO needs to stand alone. I think we agree it would have been nice to have seen him in the Rumble. What do you think about the Owens Zayn stuff, do you think?
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't know about the combination of their names and stuff, but you've got to think that this is probably building to a match between the two of them when they eventually betray each other.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying how it's elevating Sami Zayn as well, so I don't want it to
Yeah.
No, true.
to end yet.
Yeah.
He said Cesaro's theme is just a siren now. That's no good.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird.
I mean, they do shorten a lot of the themes for the Rumble purpose.
It seems like
Obviously,
length
but
it is. They just got rid of the music and just put the siren.
yeah, it's strange. And then his final point was that the King was quite derp throughout. Calling it the Rumble Royal was a highlight. It's true. It's out of
The King
practice.
has been quite derp for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the Royal Rumble. Straight after that, we had the little promo between Shane O'Mac and Daniel Bryan and Stephanie and Kurt. Daniel Bryan, I don't think he's ever looked more homeless. He looked dreadful.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely looked more
It's
homeless
like
than that.
somebody's been like, right, come on, homeless man. If we're going to get you into this restaurant and give you a nice meal, let's stick you in this oversized shirt and blazer.
And that's how he main evented WrestleMania. Show some respect.
Have some respect.
Come on, Adam.
Hey,
like I see
it's
it.
Daniel Bryan, guys. Let's cool it down a little
What do you
bit, all
expect
right?
from
Yeah.
your host. Your host. I'm your host, guys. Okay, don't forget that. I could edit you out of this entire podcast, John.
Are you saying Corey Graves should suit him up?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, whilst we're on the subject, I would not mind seeing like a Daniel Bryan's Magic Makeovers kind of TV show. I would watch that.
It's not
I would
hard,
watch
is it,
the shit
really?
out of that.
Yeah. Is it a make under show?
Yeah, I don't know. Like he makes over other people and then gets to make over himself. Guys, we could
Here's
sell
a
this.
generic T-shirt or a generic, polo shirt. Put it
Hi
on.
guys, I'm dressing you up. Here's a checked shirt and a beard.
Yeah.
Some khakis. You're done.
Here's a piece of broccoli.
Whoa. Yeah. Oh, you're wearing a blazer. Make sure you get that shirt collar overlapping the blazer collar. That's a must. That is a must.
Cool.
So after that, we arrived at probably the highlight of the whole Rumble, I think, which was the KFC Colonel Rumble.
Woo!
Oh, God, I forgot about this.
Colonel Ric Flair.
Is this why Ric Flair said, no, not yet, I'm still going. I've got a Colonel KFC Rumble.
I need that KFC
yet to
money.
do.
In the last 5 years, all 4 members of Evolution have now won a Rumble.
that's good, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see how they also
Reddit.
redid his... Was it the 92 Rumble? Where he eliminated... Was it Hogan and... I think Sid Vicious. But in the same way, where he sort of just... They were fighting on the ropes and he just tips them over.
I did not pick up on that. That was a bit too highbrow for me.
I think that's what it is.
That's a Ric Flair way to eliminate someone, though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's sad to see Ric Flair dressed up as the Colonel.
It's very sad. It really
Very
is.
sad.
Such an old man.
I mean, they could have got Dolph to do it again.
He looked great as the Colonel, Dolph.
Has he been the best Colonel? I think
I
Rusev
reckon
looked
maybe.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I like Angle. As the Colonel.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Anyway.
disappointed Tyler Breeze didn't win it. I was like, I'd like to see Tyler Breeze do the Colonel. I think that could be...
Pardon?
All right.
Right, okay. Bring back the Attitude Era. Moving on swiftly from that horrible bit of corporate awfulness to the Raw Tag Team title match between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan, of course, the hardest part of the ring champion.
The incumbent.
Yeah, against the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. Just to explain that quickly, I should just say, if anybody didn't listen last week, we announced our first ever hardest part of the ring champion. After the match, Sam will update us on that. Did you think it was a bit weird the way that the champions came out first? They don't do that, and they shouldn't do that. I don't know why they did it.
They do it sometimes, don't they?
Whole match was a bit weird.
Yeah,
It was.
This felt like a Raw match, didn't it? This could have easily been on TV.
I kind of liked it because it works well for the whole Jordan narrative
Yeah. I
in
guess.
turning heel, and I mean he was out for a ridiculous amount of time.
All of it,
Yeah.
wasn't
The
it?
thing
Apart
is-
from like a 2-second tag himself in, or
Yeah.
I'm a bit dizzy still,
what,
I'm out.
What is the WWE concussion policy? Do you know? Is there
I mean,
one?
Yeah.
I don't know, like with like these matches at like Royal Rumble and the pay-per-views, you want these matches to be like the punctuation to the build-up, and this just felt like more build-up.
Yeah.
Wasn't into it.
I am enjoying Jason Jordan, though. I think he is doing a surprisingly good job.
I don't mind him, and he's our champ, for God's sake. We've got to be behind him.
I really dislike him, and I used to love Jason Jordan, so he's doing well.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
doing
he
well.
is. So Cesaro covered Rollins. There was a brogue kick from Sheamus, followed by white noise, and then Cesaro covered Rollins, making the Bar 4 times tag team champions.
That's mental. 4 times champs and they still don't have a fucking proper entrance.
I know.
Also,
I
it
know.
feels like
Well,
it's been over the last 4 months as well. They haven't been a tag team that long. does
It
feel
has
like?
been, I think. So, obviously, we mentioned it, but here's the jingle.
I'm the champ.
The champ! That's why I'm the champ!
Sam, what's going on with our champ?
So yeah, Jason Jordan's still our champion. It's a winner stays on strategy. So, good job, Jason, avoiding wrestling. I guess.
he didn't get involved in this match at all.
Yeah, it's a bold strategy.
We've definitely got a heel champ on our hands, haven't we?
Yeah, 1 week in.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that moving forward. On to the triple threat match for the Universal Championship. The no disqualification match between Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman and Kane. The Beast versus the Monster versus the Machine.
Wait, who's the Machine?
Kane. Big Red Machine.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm with you.
This really is I was going to say a clash of titans. There's 2 titans and then some guy in a mask. But another great build. Obviously, Strowman is just... they've got to stick the belt on him at some point.
Braun Strowman kneeing Brock Lesnar was my highlight of the night.
And then Brock Lesnar getting pissed off and smacking him in the head.
Yeah.
That punch.
Yeah. So
Yeah, between those two.
100%. I still think Strowman would beat up Lesnar in a real fight.
No.
No way, mate. No way.
Oh, I think he
Strowman
would.
is a strong man. Lesnar is a MMA fighter. So
I mean, Lesnar is, he is what he is, but Strowman is a strong man who runs a channel about guns. He can take him.
if there are guns involved, then that's a different story.
Oh, Brock Lesnar is no stranger to the guns either. I mean, he's done a lot of shooting videos.
But can he take a bullet?
I
Can he
reckon
take a
both of
bullet
them
to the
could actually
face?
take a bullet and keep fighting.
Listeners, get in touch. Who do you think would win? Strowman or Lesnar?
Yeah.
Strowman, definitely
Shoot fight.
Strowman.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm still going Lesnar.
It's got to be Lesnar.
Lesman for sure.
No.
Lesnar.
Lesman.
To be honest, I did say Lesman then, didn't I?
It's the level of pronunciation we've
you
got
stood
used
on the
to,
fence, essentially.
I'm hedging
you were
my
like
bets.
Strowman and Lesnar. Lesman.
Yeah, I am hedging my bets. I wouldn't be surprised the way that the things they've been doing with Strowman if a gun wasn't introduced at some point. There's only so much more they can do with him.
They might do that Stone Cold promo all over again.
Yeah.
Where he rocks up at someone's house with a gun.
Yeah. So Lesnar has been champ for, as of the Royal Rumble, 301 days. They made the point that they've only had 4 reigns of 300 plus days in the last 25 years, which was quite amazing.
Does it help that you don't wrestle for your belt often?
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jason Jordan been taking classes from Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Don't have matches.
Any thoughts about the match itself?
I enjoyed it far more than I had any right to, I think.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
goes.
I thought this
I
match
think
was
they
going
did
to
a
be
really good
awful, but it was actually really fun. Really enjoyed it.
Kane was
Yeah.
a bit of a passenger.
Oh, God, why was he in this match? Just to take the pin, I guess, but... ugh.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
It felt like as soon as the match started, he just laid down in the centre of the ring, just waiting for the other two to finish.
Especially when they kicked off with each other, he probably thought, I'm staying well out of this.
You said last week, didn't you, John, that you were convinced Kane was going to eat the pin?
Yep.
And you were right. I think we all could have said that Lesnar was going to hit the F5 on Kane, to get that win. So unfortunately, it was all fairly predictable.
Yeah, it kind of, again, it just annoys me how kind of choreographed this whole Reigns versus Lesnar WrestleMania thing is. It doesn't make me want to watch any WWE. It just makes me want to fast forward to April and just be like, right, get your match over with, and then just come up with something that surprises us. I don't care if it's good or bad, just surprise us.
I think it'd be a good match, though.
Yeah, but do you think it will? I don't think it will put Reigns over winning it like they probably intend it to. Because it's just so expected, just because he's their guy, and
it absolutely won't. And that's the part that really frustrates me. It's just, wrestling is at its worst when it's predictable.
Yeah.
And it puts a black cloud over all of this. Brock Lesnar's had some great matches in the last year against Braun Strowman, against Samoa Joe. It just, it just makes all of them pointless because of this. And that's such a shame for everyone involved.
Yeah. And it gets annoying with that argument that, non-wrestling fans put when you're like, well, it's scripted and you know who's going to win. And it's like, it's moments like that which you're like, yes, we do. And it ruins it totally.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about the whole thing that they've announced on Raw? The fact that they're going to have the Elimination Chamber result event, and whoever wins that is going to face Brock.
I did not realise that, but I guess that determines who's going to win that.
Yeah, I mean, so there are 6 spots, and last night Strowman beat Kane to get in there.
Yeah.
Elias went in, didn't he?
Elias
Yeah.
has got one, yeah.
Yeah, Elias beat Matt Hardy to get in there. And then the last one was, who's that match between? Finn Balor
and Cena.
Yes, and John Cena won that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are we thinking next week Reigns will have a qualifier match and he'll get in there?
100%. Yeah.
And then he'll win the Elimination Chamber?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was excited initially because I thought there were only 4 spots in the Elimination Chamber. So I thought, hold on a minute, Strowman's going to win this.
There is normally only 4, I think.
No, there's people in
6.
the ring already, isn't there?
Oh, of course.
There's like two
Of
to
course.
start and
Yeah.
then 4 pods.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like predictability in wrestling.
No. Although I'm looking forward to the booze at WrestleMania. That's what you want in your flagship show. The winner getting showered in booze.
Huge booze. And that's not booze with a Z, unfortunately. Should we move on then to the main event?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
And how cool was this? I mean, I didn't expect this to be the main event.
No.
At all.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
I
is
thought
brilliant.
I didn't even think this would be the penultimate match.
No.
Yeah.
The best thing about this is the fact that, unlike everything else WWE have done so far for like the women's stuff, which has always been underlined with this seedy kind of, it's a really good marketing point for us or whatever. This was like, they didn't make a big deal out of it. It was just, and now the main event, the Women's Royal Rumble. And it was like, wait, hold on, what?
Yeah.
And that kind of, I don't know, just
It
doing
did.
it, not making it an advertising point. I love that.
It did lead us to think that one of the predictions was going to happen with our little like surprise entrance sort of thing, which in turn it sort of did, but not in the way we expected.
I mean, let's be honest, everyone got a surprise entrant correct because they had a million of them.
Yeah.
Well, come on then. Who were your predictions? I wasn't involved in this.
I went for
and our listeners want to know.
Lita.
Oh, Rousey.
Rousey, Lita, Sam.
Lita.
Yeah, I think it was pretty obvious Lita was going to be in there, but I suppose that's what you.
Safe choice.
That's why you went for it. Yeah.
I mean, I did also mention Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Also, I
did.
put down as my number 30 entrant Charlotte Flair, and then as the match started, realised that she currently has the belt and isn't wrestling in this match.
Yeah. As she walked down, and you were like, "Why is she wearing her normal clothes?"
See, and I had 30 prediction and my surprise entrance as Rousey, and it was so close.
So close.
So close.
she was number 31.
Yeah.
Very annoyingly, I managed to avoid all spoilers. But then at one moment yesterday, without thinking, I opened up Instagram and saw a picture of Ronda pointing at the sign. So I assumed that she actually came in and took part in the match.
That had to have been the reason that it was the main event, though.
Yeah.
Like for that moment alone.
But
Yeah.
good for them. That's such a great thing, just to lean into it.
It was great.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there was any reason for it not to main event. I just thought that must have been their thinking.
Yeah, definitely. And nice that Stephanie came down and didn't do a big speech, but just went on to comms
She was
instead.
awful on comms, though.
She didn't talk much, really, did she?
And when she did,
don't
she
remember.
just didn't really add anything. She was kind of a bit all over the place.
I think, as we well know, when there's other people talking, sometimes it's quite hard to know when to speak.
All right.
Isn't it?
Oh,
We should have left a long pause there, guys. That would have been
yeah,
much
that's what
funnier.
I was expecting. Edit it in.
I'll edit in like a 30-second pause. That wasn't a dig. It's just a fact, isn't it? Sometimes you're so excited you want to talk, and then they're professionals that the other guys are used to doing it. So it must be quite tough when you come in. as a new commentator. Anyway, she doesn't need any sympathy from us. So she came down. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte came and sat ringside awkwardly with their belts on their shoulders. And then Maria Menounos came and was a guest announcer.
How the hell can you pronounce Maria Menounos and then get confused
Hey,
with Tommaso Ciampa?
Do you know who she is, Adam?
I've got more interest in Maria Menounos than I do Ciampa.
Your loss.
Who is she?
I say I've got more interest. I actually have no idea. I didn't know because she was at the She was at Takeover, wasn't she?
Yeah, I only saw that after, but I was like, I don't know who this person is.
No,
Well,
I had no idea.
I googled her, and I think she is like a news presenter, but also
Did you now?
Yeah, because I don't know who she is. And I think she's done some wrestling as well, but I can't tell you what.
Yeah.
Here you go. I'm going to tell her now. World Wrestling Entertainment, 2009 till present. Menounos is a long-time WWE fan and has made several appearances with the promotion. First appearance came when she guest hosted Raw in 2009. So obviously she's just somebody who they've brought in and out. She won a match at WrestleMania 2012. So we should know her. We should know her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was at SummerSlam. Yeah, she's been around, but we didn't know that. But
That's
we
a
can't
hell of
know
an
everything.
accusation.
Oh, I take that back.
Yeah.
Let's get straight into
Outrageous.
it. The women's Royal Rumble pick. Number 1, first entrant was Sasha Banks.
She had a great rumble as well, Sasha Banks. I think
Amazing
she was the
rumble.
highlight
Yeah.
for me, actually.
She got
absolutely.
like murdered on many occasion.
She did.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a quick shout for her appearance on Hot Ones. If anybody's seen that, the YouTube channel where people go on and eat obscenely spicy wings whilst getting asked questions. Her episode was very, very good, so I'd seek that out if you haven't seen it. It's very interesting. Number 2, Becky Lynch.
A great start to the Rumble.
Yeah.
What do you think of her new ring attire?
Not great.
It divided the room.
Oh, I like it. John,
Yeah,
I
I'm
reckon
with you,
liked
Adam.
it.
I liked it as well.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, guys.
I
Totally
don't like
split down the
steampunk.
middle.
I don't like steampunk stuff at all, so I'm quite pleased that she's moved away from that.
Don't like swimming costumes.
Yeah, it had some character to it. She had like no character with that.
It looked like a
outfit.
swimsuit, didn't it? A bit.
Yeah.
It looked like
It
a
was-
jobber. A jobber.
So much better than Tamina Snuka's.
Oh god, that white suit was awful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that
White
was
double
bad.
denim.
Jumping ahead of the gun.
Yeah.
Yes. Number 3 was Sarah Logan. Sort of
Yeah.
a little bit meh. I know. Maybe I should feel stronger.
Yeah, I don't really...
I thought she showed really well in the Mae Young Classic, so I'm quite
True.
intrigued to
That is
see
true.
her develop, because I think she's going to be really good.
Yeah. I was quite impressed with her pop-up headbutt thing.
Yeah,
It just looked odd.
it did. It was a
Yeah.
good camera angle, so you didn't really see how much of a
Yeah.
connect there was on that. So it looked
Probably nothing at all.
Yeah,
Then at number 4, Mandy Rose.
yeah. That was a
Followed-
bit meh.
Yeah. Followed by number 5, Lita.
Yay.
Great to hear.
Yay!
Great to hear her music, especially after having it in the quiz episode.
Lita definitely should not do any more moonsaults.
Oh,
No.
that looked a bit. Oof.
Yeah, I thought she was going to break her neck on that fullback.
I mean, fair play for her for doing it, because I can't imagine she's done one for a while.
Yeah. It does definitely look like she hadn't done one for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah, and totally no disrespect to her at all.
no.
But she doesn't look like some of the other ladies that came in later. She doesn't look like she's been keeping sort of match fit, does she, Lita? And why would she? She doesn't have to. But I was quite impressed with how some of the others did. But yeah, Lita didn't do great. But she eliminated Mandy Rose very quickly.
Good.
And then number 6 was Kairi Sane, and I was really happy,
Yeah.
really happy.
Yes,
Big
great choice.
pop for that. And they gave her like that 90 seconds between her and Tamina coming in was just basically a little
Showcase.
a little trailer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little
She's got
showcase.
the
Exactly,
big
We've got
elbow
the
in.
drop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her elbow drop actually went over whoever was entering. I think it was Tamina
Yeah.
at the time.
that was her second one. She got one elbow drop, and then she like decided to keep the attention on her when the clock ran down on the next one,
Okay.
which I thought was great. She was like, "I'm doing
Good
another one."
choice. I would rather watch Kairi Sane do 30 elbow drops than watch
Yeah.
30 people come to the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they should have just kept the camera on her because then, as you said, Tamina came down. Lita eliminated Tamina fairly quickly. So there you go. Bye-bye, Tamina. Becky Lynch eliminated Lita.
Yeah.
And then number 8 was Sam's favourite, the saucy statistician,
Dana Brooke. With
Dana
the
Brooke.
amazing flip that she did at the beginning.
Yep.
That was cool. That was
It's
really
such a cool flip. Just do it more.
As soon as she did that, I knew that was the best thing that she was going to do.
Well, yeah.
But
Remember,
then
she's part of Titus Worldwide, so that's really doing well.
Yeah.
She did eliminate Sane straight away, so
That was kind of like
Yeah.
bittersweet.
Yeah, that boo to that moment.
number 9, Tori Wilson, another one like Mysterio earlier. Amazing shape. I think she's like a fitness specialist, isn't she? But she was in great shape, and she eliminated Dana Brooke. Before number 10, Sonya Deville.
Out of the 6 women who have kind of come up to the main roster recently, Sonya Deville, I think, is the one who is going to do really well. I think she's actually quite impressive.
I think so too. I do like Ruby Riott, but I like Deville a lot. I think she's good.
I think they've all got potential, except for maybe who was the one who came out?
Mandy Rose.
Yeah, Mandy Rose
Rose.
is a bit generic.
Or Liv Morgan.
I think Liv Morgan's got something about her.
Liv Morgan's definitely got character. It's just it's Carmella's character, sort of.
Yeah.
But like the face version of Carmella, maybe.
The only thing that Mandy Rose has got going for her is Corey Graves' obsession with her.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
He went a bit Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh, yeah, he did a bit.
He did.
No,
Where are we? Number 11, Liv Morgan, as we were talking about her. And then number 12 was Molly Holly.
Mighty Molly.
Yeah, she came out, eliminated Sarah Logan. Did a front flip off the top turnbuckle.
Yeah.
And then number 13, Lana comes out to a huge Rusev Day chant. You could tell that she was even quite taken aback by it, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure Lana should be in a WWE ring still. Just don't think that's working.
No, she's just very green. Whack her down in NXT. It's probably you can't send her back down to NXT now, though, is it? I suppose.
Do you know what? Actually, one of the weird things is about this Rumble, and this kind of I bring this up because Lana is probably the person I'd replace here. Is I actually would have been on board with Stephanie McMahon in this Rumble.
Oh no! Come on.
I really would have. She's had such an integral part to the history of the women's wrestling.
No, imagine how that would have gone down. We'd be like, I can't believe she's shoehorned herself in this.
I realise that a
making
lot
it all
of people
about
would
her.
have had that attitude, but like I'm not thinking like coming in and making a huge impact. I'm thinking coming in and getting like maybe the Vicky Guerrero treatment or something. But
Yeah.
I think she should have been in the Rumble. I actually do.
Okay. We had another gold moment from Graves when Lana came out saying, "Can you imagine if Lana won the first Women's Royal Rumble on Rusev Day?" Which was funny. Number 14, Michelle McCool. And she went on a big run.
Yeah, she
went on a
eliminated.
tear.
Yeah, she got rid of Sonya Deville, Liv Morgan, Molly Holly, and Lana.
Yeah.
She's starting to look more and more like the Undertaker.
This was
Maybe
where
they
we
should
were
have that man.
deciding like the all the legends coming back were doing most of the eliminations,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
That
is a
was
bit of a
weird
shame.
choice. Not a good choice either.
No, I mean they were obviously quite rusty. They hadn't wrestled for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they were told, like, before they came to the ring, like, you know what, run out there, maybe eliminate one or two, and then just, get out of the way?
Well, that's
And
how
Michelle
it should have
McCool.
been. But yeah, some of them were in
Yeah.
there for ages.
McCool just didn't get the message and was just like, nope, I'm going to set the fucking record here.
Yeah, this is my moment. I'm taking it.
It was
I'm
quite
having it.
good though, because it kind of made you realise sort of how far women wrestling in WWE has come. It's
Sure.
no disrespect to
That
any
was-
of these sort of legends that came back, but and they had to deal with a lot of shit, obviously. But
Yes.
the women wrestlers now are just a different class.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I would say
Yeah.
one of the only people who, from the previous generation of wrestlers who I think still was kicking ass was Beth Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah,
we'll get
she
to
looked
her.
pretty decent. 15, Ruby Riott.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah,
I love Ruby.
Her
Riott.
entrance music is really face-like. I can't imagine. It doesn't work with her being a heel, I don't think.
no, and she seems to have ditched the thing she used to do in NXT, where she used to sort of pump her fists to the
Yeah.
to the music, like the boom boom bit. I'm now pumping my fists, listeners. So just imagine that. Number 16 was Vicky Oh, I always struggle with this. Why can't I say anything?
Guerrero.
Guerrero.
It's close enough.
Vicky Guerrero.
Vicky came out and she was doing the whole excuse me with that incredible voice of
Oh
hers.
my word, that was a screech, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was funny. It was a nice nod as well. You know.
Yeah. Again, another integral person to the history of women's wrestling in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pleased with that. I think she sort of took that role, as you said, that Steph could have taken. And then 17, Carmella came out, and I thought that was really funny the way Vicky decked her. That was really
Carmella
good with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
That was good between the two of them. I like the kind of taunting Carmella did in front of her to start it off. It all just kind of. I like Carmella actually quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Carmella. I feel like this whole Money in the Bank thing's been wasted, but I like her.
Yeah, it's the most use the briefcase got yet, isn't it?
Yeah.
18 was Natalia, and she was taken down by Carmella immediately before number 19, Kelly came out. I thought she looked a little bit dodgy. She had a dodgy start with McCool, where they sort of struggled with each other, but
that was awkward.
Yeah, it was a bit awkward. Natalia then eliminated Michelle McCool, and number 20 we had Naomi with another incredible neon outfit. I continue to champion her outfit and her entrance.
Yeah.
Ruby Riott then eliminated Becky Lynch. Lynch had a good run, 31 minutes.
A surprising elimination, that, for me.
Yeah, I picked Becky Lynch to win it.
I could have seen Becky Lynch going to the final 2, final 3.
Oh, it's nice that she opened it. Like, to have her and Banks open it, and then to last half an hour. She can't complain by getting half an hour.
Sure.
Number 21 was Jacqueline.
Yep.
It was.
Yeah.
I felt a little bit burnt out on Legends by this point.
Yeah. Plus,
yeah, I know what you mean.
they had provided, obviously we'd mentioned they, hadn't obviously wrestled really much. So they had provided some real scare moments with some of the stuff they were doing.
Oh, just some of the eliminations, just the way they bumped out of the ring was...
Oh, yeah. Hitting the... Yeah.
Molly Holly had a particularly nasty one, I remember.
She did.
Yes.
I mean, you can see why they brought back all the legends. Such a big moment.
Yeah.
I was expecting...
They deserved it. I think we thought there were going to be some more of the Mae Young Classic or the NXT people, because they have such a depth of talent now, which they've never really had in women's wrestling in WWE, that they could have called upon.
Exactly. I thought the iconic duo would be there.
I really thought they would too, and at first I was a little bit like, man, I wish there were a few more NXT girls in this, but looking back on it, it's like, you know what, actually, next year, they're all going to be in it, and this first year...
They deserve the moment of recognition.
Exactly,
Agreed. Number 22, Nia Jax, came straight in, eliminated Jacqueline, eliminated Kelly, lifted Ruby Riott above her head and chucked her out.
Chucked her into a turnbuckle.
Yeah.
And then she picked up Naomi and very nearly eliminated her, but the other women caught her on the outside and Naomi got up on the barricade.
And she Kofi'd.
Yeah, she did a Kofi. Ember Moon came out at number 23 whilst she was doing the Kofi.
Yeah, that was nice. Seeing Ember Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the little stare down with Asuka. That was cool.
That was awesome.
Asuka's so good, in the character stuff in ring with the face, and she's just such a fun character, isn't she?
Yeah.
She is.
All of that stuff is great.
Wait, hold on. Is Asuka in the ring yet?
No, she isn't.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
No, that's good. No, that's fine.
But that
I just
happens.
got confused there for a second.
So Ember Moon came down and Naomi managed to get herself back in the ring after doing the thing on the chair, and then Nia Jax just eliminated her straight away.
Yeah.
Which was funny. Number 24 was Beth Phoenix, who commentary said was in the 2010 Men's Rumble, which is quite cool.
She was. She's one of the few women to have appeared in the Men's Rumble. I think China is
China
one of the other
was.
women, and Awesome Kong.
Yes.
China got a mention from Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah. Most wonder of the world.
They're just testing the water for the Hall of Fame.
China will not be going in the Hall of Fame.
I think she might,
Yeah.
She deserves to, but the video package might get a bit risque.
I mean, a lot of former WWE's wrestlers have made, especially WWE women wrestlers, from kind of an age when they weren't treated correctly, and so made a lot of dodgy choices. I don't know, like a lot of them have come back to the fold of WWE, and hey, you know what? If X-Pac can make a porno and be back on Raw 25, you gotta let China back on.
Good point. Good.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I got there in the end. It was a bit rambly. We'll cut that down.
Well done. No, we won't. There was a very funny moment. Well, it was funny for me. You guys can decide whether or not this is funny. But I was watching this at home. As we said, I was looking after my daughter, and we're sort of housebound because chickenpox can't really go out. You don't want to spread it. So I was watching this, and she was in the room, and she came up to me whilst I was watching this, and Beth Phoenix and Nia Jax were on the screen, and she's 2 years old, and she says, "Daddy, can I cuddle those children?" And I was like, well, they're not children. And she said, "Can I cuddle those men?" And then I said, "No, they're not men. They're women. They're women, and they're wrestlers." And she said, "Why are they falling over?" And I sort of, she's 2, so she doesn't really understand what I'm telling her.
I don't know. It sounds like she gets it's fake.
Yeah. But then she just proceeded to cuddle my laptop and then walk off and carry on playing. So yeah, very strange. We then had Phoenix lifting up Nia. Pretty impressive, hey?
Yeah.
Not many people do that. Then we had the whole Beth Phoenix Natalia hug moment before Natalia did what everybody expected and eliminated Phoenix.
Sure.
And then at 25, Asuka, the aforementioned Asuka,
Yeah.
and obviously one of the big favourites. She came out, eliminated Ember Moon, and then, I mean, I was going to say this was a meh moment for me, Mickie James, but I think that's probably very unfair considering her standing in the.
I think Mickie James
in the game.
Yeah.
She really did well here. I think I was so happy they gave her moment with Trish as well. Like,
that was cool. Those two sort of reuniting for that rivalry was really nice. And Mickie James is a great wrestler.
Yeah,
and it's great to see her.
Yeah.
I like Mickie James.
I'm just reacting on her since she's come back. She, the whole double denim. I'm not fussed about her, but I'm not really paying much attention to her history, which I should be.
I like Mickie James a lot, and the fact that she's part of that older generation who is still wrestling week in, week out. She's the women's gold dust.
Yeah, she also looks younger every week.
Yeah, she does. I actually only really knew Mickie James from TNA. I don't remember her WWE stint beforehand, but
she got pushed in front of a train.
Yeah, you do remember that, don't you?
Number 27 was Nikki Bella, and I loved this. Like I said last week, talking about the Bellas, when I first got back into wrestling, they were strong. Like, was Nikki the champ for bloody ages and ages?
Forever.
And I wasn't a fan, but since they've been gone, I have sort of missed them. So I was really chuffed to see her come in.
I have not missed the Bellas.
No. I'm with John.
No, Sam, what do you think?
I was happy to see them.
Yeah.
I think they had a place here.
She immediately got the Cena sucks chance, which is a bit harsh. And she eliminated Carmella before her sister Brie came out, and that was good as well, because obviously Brie is officially retired, isn't she?
I mean, aren't they both?
Isn't there a chance Nikki's coming back?
I don't know.
Feels like it after this.
Yeah.
So she wrestles Big Match John schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part-time.
Number 29 was Bayley. And we had a comment from Scott1878 on Twitter who said, "How badly have they fucked Bayley with her booking?"
I think Bayley's fucked Bayley.
Really?
Really?
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I don't think the gimmick has a lot of legs, if I'm honest. I think it's a bit like that's cool. She's like this lovable wrestling nerd hug person. And then after about a few weeks, it's like, okay, what else you got?
And you used to be a massive fan, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I've got a Bayley t-shirt and everything, but I just think there comes a point where I'm like, you know what, I don't really care how many letters you wrote to yourself when you were a 10-year-old saying you wanted to be a wrestler. Like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, but that is that not WWE creative sending her down that route as opposed to her?
I mean, maybe, but I judge every wrestler by the story they're given. Like, that's why I don't think Roman Reigns is a bad wrestler, but I think he's been given a shit story to work with, and I don't like him because of it. I don't know.
I think with Bayley that she just needed to lose. Like, they gave her the title far too quickly. Like, a bit like Johnny Gargano. Like, her appeal is in losing and that sort of comeback.
Yeah.
And they just sort of built her up too much too quickly. And now her character, it doesn't really work. That sort of underdog, because she's never really been the underdog.
for Bayley to really work, I think she needs a really strong heel to fight with.
Yeah.
And I don't think she has that because Sasha Banks has been a face for ever.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's obviously
even still,
coming.
That's not enough to get by. Like, what happens after you're done with Sasha Banks and Bayley? Like, it's a bit like the Sami Zayn problem. It's just, I don't know. If you're going to be an underdog, you're going to really make it work.
Yeah. How many? This is a question. Like, how many singles matches do they give to the women? Like in the weekly show, like how many opportunities do they have to have great matches to elevate themselves?
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Because
Yeah,
they only, I mean, I think that they probably get like a singles match or a multi-tag match sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, most of the time it's a 6-man tag of some.
Yeah,
fascination.
so I feel like perhaps with Bayley, especially maybe in NXT, it worked better where there's more time to have some great matches to build yourself up. Because obviously she's a great wrestler, so it is a bit of a shame. There's not enough time for them.
Yeah, so number 30 then, to move on from Bayley, was Trish Stratus.
Great
Obviously a legend.
choice.
Yeah, great to see.
Absolutely brilliant. She beat up the Bellas a bit and Bayley, and then had the face-off with Mickie James that we talked about. Then she eliminated Mickie James, and then she got totally decked by Nia Jax, and then everybody jumped Nia Jax, and then they did the classic.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
the
crowded.
Explosion spot.
Yeah, the explosion, push everybody away.
You guys
and
are
then
so
everybody...
negative. I love that spot.
I just said it was the classic.
There's a real divide in hardest part of the ring recently.
Yeah,
It's John
there
Allen
is.
versus Brett.
Yeah, I don't mind it when it looks good.
Yeah,
when it
I think it's cool.
Everybody then ganged up on Jax and eliminated her, which is obviously the only way they can get her out. And that's not a comment on her physique,
I mean,
just
it
more of a
sounds
comment
like
on
a
her being
comment on
such
her
a.
physique.
No, it isn't. It's just she's so formidable that she needs everybody to gang up. Sasha then eliminated Bayley and smiled, and we think obviously that's the start of the heel turn, which we've all been waiting for and eagerly anticipating. Apart from Sam.
No. Go do it.
No,
do
you're
it,
up
do
for
it.
that.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah,
not
no.
up for the
Hopefully.
Bayley involvement. Natalia then did the sharpshooter on Trish. Trish eliminated Natalia. Sasha eliminated Trish. Asuka mocked Sasha's dance. That was pretty cool. A nice little moment. And we were down to our final four of Sasha, Asuka, and the Bellas. You're surprised to see the Bellas in
At
there.
this point, I was terrified Nikki Bella was going to win this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah, it's pretty mad. Well, immediately the Bellas eliminated Sasha Banks. Sasha had 54 minutes 43 seconds in the ring. Another great run, like Finn in the men's.
Sasha's elimination was my favourite one of the Rumble. I think that was a really good bit of storytelling.
Yeah, it was good. We then had Nikki eliminating Brie, which obviously we didn't expect. Which
I sort of expected it.
We saw it coming.
Yeah.
did
We
you?
called it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Fine. Clever clogs. And then Asuka was left to take on Nikki Bella, the final two.
Yeah.
No one was ready for Asuka.
Nobody was ready for the leg around the neck over the rope.
Yeah, that was.
And then the kick in the shins.
Yeah.
That old finisher.
Talking of Shin, Asuka won it and capped off an absolutely great night for Japan.
They were going mad.
What? The whole of Japan?
The whole of Japan were just over the moon, probably.
Yeah. Well, we've got this links in nicely to Dastardly Duncan's first question that he sent us, which was: do you think the booking of Nakamura and Asuka will encourage more Japanese/Asian wrestlers to try their hand in the WWE?
I don't know if they will.
No.
Because for every Asuka, you've got Hideo Itami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a calculated decision to anything to do with Japan itself and the Japanese audience, or it's just these are two
I
great
don't know.
wrestlers?
I just think it's right place, right time. They're just
Yeah,
the
I think
strongest
so too.
Yeah.
wrestler in the world for Japan with both Asuka and Shinsuke Nakamura. They just happened to join WWE around the right time.
Yeah.
It just seems like a coincidence to me.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely how they've booked Asuka, so that's not random, I don't think, on that front. Nakamura, obviously, they took a longer way to get there, but it sort of felt like it was going to happen anyway, so it doesn't feel like a New Japan cash-in type, or not just New Japan, obviously, because of Asuka, but Japanese.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think it's a happy coincidence because it will get lots of headlines over in Japan, which is cool. But yeah, two great wrestlers, well deserved. So that was it. Asuka won. I was immediately thinking, here we go. Asuka's gonna pick. Oh God, what's her name?
Alexa Bliss.
Asuka's gonna pick Alexa Bliss, but it didn't happen. They've sort of dragged that out, even though we know that is what's going to happen.
This was such a great Rumble, and then the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, the end was
What
weird.
the fuck was that?
It was so confusing. No one had any idea who's going on to do what after this.
I know. We all know that Ronda is going to face Charlotte, don't we?
Well, that's what we expect.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened, really, is it?
No.
don't
Well,
know.
nothing happened. She just came out and pointed at the sign.
But like,
Yeah.
a lot.
she looked so vacant in the face. Everyone was just a little bit like standing in the ring, like, wait, what?
The weird
Yeah.
thing is, she did that. She did the pointing at the sign, which I thought was like, okay, she's hamming it up a little bit. But then on her Instagram page, she's got about 3 or 4 different pictures from different angles of her pointing at the sign.
Yeah.
We get the idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It just felt like someone maybe just said, look, just go out there and point to the sign.
Yeah.
I understand why she wasn't in the Rumble, because I think that probably would have been too soon. But it does feel like
Yeah,
they
like-
really messed up this debut. It was just...
If she struggled to sell pointing at a sign, she was probably going to
Yeah.
struggle with actual wrestling.
And then like, she kind of went to shake Asuka's hand, but then Asuka didn't. And then she went to shake Steph's hand. It's-
That was weird.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like, what is going on, guys?
Brett, as a massive Roddy Piper fan, what do you think of her rowdy branding?
Oh, awesome.
Oh,
And his
I
jacket.
thought you'd be unhappy.
No. Yeah,
No.
I'm game for Roddy Piper's branding and stuff
Yeah.
Roddy
to
Piper
live on.
personally endorsed her.
Yeah. I didn't know that. You guys told me that 'cause after I said, oh, she's got Piper's thingy. And then we were like, that must be Piper's jacket as well. 'Cause
I looked into this after
she
the
looks
event.
tiny in it.
Yeah, it was his jacket. Roddy's son
Right.
gave it to her just before she came out with it.
Oh, that's
seriously
lovely.
cool.
Yeah, it's
Do
lovely.
you
I
know
didn't
what
know that.
would have been awesome? Give mic her up, and as she's pointing to the sign, say, I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
Yeah.
That, might
That
be a
should have
bit
been
too
the
far.
finish.
And then she pulls out some bagpipes.
Yeah.
No, it's good to see Rousey. Happy to see her. It's been kind of coming for a while. Just
It's huge. It is huge. But did you see there are a couple of reactions online from Nia Jax and I think Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, sort of saying they sort of took she took the spotlight away from the 30
yes. But
women.
you know
I don't
what?
think so.
No,
They had
I
that.
don't think so.
I mean, I think they kind of did, but it's a step in the right direction from having a man win the first Money in the Bank women's match.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
small steps.
If I was booking this Rumble, I would have had James Ellsworth come out as the number.
Oh my god! Imagine. Yeah. So that was that. Now we had one final question from Louis Kong on Twitter. Louis_Kong. He said, "I hope you guys got some answers ready for this. What were the best and worst surprise entrants in both of the Rumbles?" I'll go first, so you guys can sort of have a think about it. I think for me, the best in the men was probably Rey Mysterio. I think maybe we'll all agree in terms of surprises. Worst, I mean, obviously the Hurricane I didn't really know, but I might go for Dolph. I mean, because I'd say it is a surprise that he was in there because he's supposed to have gone, and it was just like, what? Okay, you're going to end it on that, and then he doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I
That's
think
strange.
best surprise was maybe Sami Zayn just beating down Ty Dillinger and then coming out. Worst, I'd agree with Dolph entirely.
Yeah, Dolph is a good one.
Didn't
Yeah.
hit.
What about in the women's match? Best surprise?
I think Trish Stratus for me.
Trish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so good to see her back in the ring because during the sort of Attitude and sort of early 2000s, she was a rare highlight in the Divas.
Yeah. And just leaving it till the 30th was the best choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one deserves that spot more than her.
I think, I mean, it wasn't a huge surprise that she was going to be there, but it was a massive pop. But I'd probably go for Vicky Guerrero. Oh, fuck, why did I go? Screwed myself over there. But Vicky was a really big surprise and just fun, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Cool. So that is the Royal Rumble. Now, we could spend a lot of time talking about what's going to happen now. Is it going to be Rousey versus Charlotte? Is it going to be Asuka, Alexa, Nakamura, AJ, Brock, Reigns, all that stuff? But we've got plenty of future podcasts to discuss that on. and this one is going to be a long one. But I think we're all pretty much agreed that it was a really good pay-per-view, one of the best in a while with those three main events.
Yeah, definitely the best this
Royal
year.
Rumble in a long time.
Yeah, best of the year.
Best of the year. Good stuff. I just like the fact that during the Rumbles there was no trolling, there were no bizarre decisions, there were loads of subplots, some great surprises like we mentioned, and the other matches were good. And I think it just seemed like the pre-show was the only part of it that let the whole event down, but who cares? It's the pre-show.
It felt like the perfect pay-per-view. Like, it had good comedy bits, good action bits, good drama, good storytelling, had everything.
Yeah, great pay-per-view. Missed the drawing of the balls, which they still did that.
Yeah.
I'll draw you some balls.
Hey.
Boom.
Maybe look at that strong zero and that. Oh my God! Oh God, that was the edge of the ring.
So next podcast, we've done 4 weeks in a row, guys. I think we should pat ourselves on the back.
This has been our Rumble.
We never, we never really sort of specifically said when we were going to record, but we've kind of come to the conclusion that we want to try and release a podcast, if not every Wednesday, then every other Wednesday, and we've stuck to that so far. So we've done 4 on the trot now. We're going to give ourselves a week off next week, and then our next release will be February 14th, Valentine's Day. So what we thought we'd do is, as there's no pay-per-views to talk about, we would do another top 5, and we'd give you guys the option so you could vote on which one that we should do. So as it's Valentine's Day, we thought we'd give you one cheesy Valentine's themed option and one normal one. So you can go for top 5 WWE kayfabe couples, or just
real couples.
Just couples, yeah?
Yeah.
I honestly wonder how many votes that will get, but we'll see.
Katie, Vic and Triple H. Come on, guys. Let's make it happen.
So that is option number 1. We'll put the poll on our Twitter over the next couple of days. Option number 2 is stables. And we're going to stretch that out to the whole world of wrestling. So,
can I throw something out there? When you vote, can you also include whether you think Lesnar or Strowman would win in a real fight?
Yeah. No weapons,
really
just
important to me.
fists.
Yeah, well, you have to do that separately. Vote on the poll and then send us a message. I mean, everybody knows it's going to be Lesnar. I honestly don't.
It's
think...
Strowman, guys. He's younger, he's stronger, he's hungrier.
Lesnar is a trained mixed martial art fighter. Whatever Strowman does, Lesnar will be able to counter.
Strowman is a monster among men.
Hey, I am a huge Strowman fan. You know that.
Are you, Adam? Because
You
I
know
don't
that.
think you are.
You know it.
You know that. Okay, so the top 5 choice: top 5 couples or top 5 stables. So vote for your favourite, and that's what we'll do on the 14th of February. What else have we got coming up? We're going to be, all 4 of us, going to Riptide on Friday.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will be there. Feel free to come and say hi. I'm saying that safe in the knowledge that I don't think anybody knows what we look like, but yeah, if you recognise our voices, which would be quite strange.
If you see a group of 4 men at Riptide Wrestling.
Yeah, just go up to them. There'll be no other groups of men, I'm sure. And that is pretty much it. As we made a decision earlier, as Sam is now looking after the hardest part of the ring champion segment.
I mean, Jason Jordan is looking after the hardest part of the ring champion.
Well, yeah, that's true. We thought we would let Brett take the reins when it comes to how to get in touch with the podcast. So, Brett, take it away.
It's my second chance.
Yeah, you can do this.
Don't fuck it up, dude.
So if you want to get in touch with us, you can electronic mail us at hardestpartofthering@gmail.com, or you can find us on the social medias at hardestpartpod.
Which social medias?
All of them.
Okay.
Including Bebo.
Well, yeah, get on there. myspace.com/hardestpartpod.
That's still going.
Yeah. I thought that was good, Brett. A decent start.
I thought that was passable.
Yeah. It didn't help.
Better than all of Sam's.
Oh, come on.
So thank you very much for listening, as usual, guys. Please do leave us a review and a rating. Special little incentive. We have our first ever Hardest Part of the Ring stickers available. We might post a little picture of them online at some point. But Brett has designed some stickers. And this week, as we are really keen for some reviews, we're going to offer up one of each of the new stickers to anybody who leaves us a review. It can be good. It can be very good. Up to you what kind of review you leave. Leave us a review on iTunes, send us a screenshot, and we will post you one of each of our stickers.
I ever tell you guys I have a sticker phobia?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, we'll come back to this later.
Your laptop, isn't your laptop covered in stickers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really difficult to put them on.
That's weird.
Okay, let's put a pin in this and come back to this next episode.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Needs further investigation.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, on that bombshell, thank you very much for listening. Goodbye from me. Goodbye from Sam.
Goodbye, Adam.
Goodbye, Sam. Goodbye, John.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Brett.
Toodle pit.
That was the hardest part of the ring.
That is the hardest part of that ring.